In the silent, humming expanse of the celestial server farm, where the music of the spheres is just soft, ambient background noise, an angel named Phil monitors the flow of cosmic data. He's an IT tech, his glow a little dimmer than most, his wings tucked neatly into an ergonomic chair. On his desk, a mug shimmers with the words, "World's OK est Angel." His screen is a cascade of low-priority tickets, a prayer for lost car keys, a minor miracle request for a good parking spot, a genuine, philosophically desperate inquiry asking, why are cats like that? It is, for all intents and purposes, just another Tuesday. Then he sees it. Blinking at the bottom of his queue with a violent, urgent crimson is a ticket he hasn't seen in centuries. Fact Strike, XE, Global Truth Offline. Phil doesn't startle. He just lets out a long, slow sigh that sounds like a distant solar wind. He highlights the ticket, right-clicks, and selects File Memo for Review. Another Tuesday, he whispers to the starlit air. The ticket continues to pulse, a silent, ignored heart of red alarm. If he'd bothered to look at the subsidiary monitor, the one labeled Terrestrial Output, he would have seen the immediate consequences. Down on Earth, humanity is scrolling itself into a state of delirious static. Faces, lit by the cold light of screens, flicker with a strange mix of confusion and absolute conviction. A woman on a bus sees a headline, and the very next swipe contradicts it entirely. A man in a cafe argues passionately with a video on his tablet, his own reality hardening around him like a shell. They're all trapped in a feedback loop, their minds absorbing digital noise and mistaking it for a signal. A soft chiming alert snaps Phil's attention back to his main screen. The Fact Strike ticket has auto-escalated. New warnings flash across the display. Cognitive dissonance levels, critical. Shared reality integrity, 12%. Grudgingly, he opens the ticket's core diagnostics. A complex, shimmering flowchart of the human psyche materializes before him. Vast sections that should be a calm, operational blue are blazing a concerning red. They aren't labeled with grand philosophical concepts, but with the dry language of his own trade, background processes, unverified assumptions, legacy programming. Phil leans in, his divine boredom evaporating into a cold, technical dread. Now he sees it. This isn't malice. It's not even stupidity. It's a systems failure. Human minds are running on old, unpatched software, cluttered with corrupted files from childhood and societal viruses they'd never even thought to scan for. The arguments, the confusion, the delirium, it wasn't a conscious choice. It's the frantic whirring of a processor stuck in an infinite loop, desperately trying to execute commands from a corrupted core belief system. He's not looking at a theological problem. He's looking at a catastrophic IT failure on a species-wide scale. The thought is both terrifying and, in a deeply unsettling way, completely mundane. With a sense of profound reluctance that seems to dim his glow even further, Phil's fingers hover over the keyboard. He isn't a warrior angel or a divine messenger. He's just a tech support agent. And the entire human race is the frantic user on the other end of the line, unable to even describe the problem. He realizes, with a sinking feeling in his ethereal core, that he's about to become the universe's most reluctant therapist. His job is no longer to file memos. It's to initiate a system-wide diagnostic, to ask the one question the system has never been prompted to answer. The question now appears in soft, glowing text at the center of the human flowchart, a single, simple prompt awaiting his command. Run consciousness, diagnostic.xyn. And in the quiet of the server farm, a more profound question hangs in the air, a reflection for any human who might somehow feel that query in the back of their own mind. What if your thoughts were just old software, still running background tasks? This was an excerpt from the upcoming sci-fi book, The Human Firewall, a story from our friends at Mythos and Metric Studios. If you love stories that make you think, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell, because we've got so many more cool stories like this one coming your way. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you in the next one.